to another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. The Jazz make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. Now here's Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, just by hitting the offensive glass, Porzingis can pick up a lot of extra points.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Now Young. Just 5 on the clock. It's good from long range. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
The kick out to Holiday. Here's Tatum. Goes back up. Got a piece of it. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
A show of pure athletic ability from Sexton. What a dunk.
Outside, White. Pass to Bridges. Holiday attacking. Off on the layup.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Sexton with it. Here's Hendricks. From deep three-point land. That shot off the mark. Here's Boston now. It's a 3-point game. The kick out to Holiday. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
I think Holiday knew there'd be some contact here, so he was ready to outwork him.
Sexton for 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. So Colin Sexton is 6'3". He has the frame of a point guard, clearly. But Stan, his game is putting up points, and he can do it in a hurry.
Yeah, and Kevin, look, he's done it pretty efficiently in recent years. We have a lot of point guards in the league who are primarily scorers. And Sexton, though, you've also got to give him credit. He's made great strides as a playmaker.
He has indeed. Here's Hendricks after the basket by Boston.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now, here's Sexton. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Holiday's vertical is still sneaky good. At 6'4", he's capable of hammering it down.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Jazz trail by 5. Young outside. To halt the run. Porzingis with the rebound. And the Celtics with possession here. And the dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, nice lob there, and what a leap by Tatum. You just have to admire that kind of play.
Sexton with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Hendricks. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Sexton's shot is good.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Back to Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Out to Porzingis. Fires the three. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, Young invites the contact. He's so good at finishing through the foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They're leading by 8.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Goes up off the inbound. Rebounded by the Jazz. To the middle. A steal. Miller surveying the floor. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Miller. The kick out to Westbrook. Clock at 4. No one near him. Buries the jump shot. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
To the left side wing. Salas. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Out to Miller. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trailed by 10. Dillingham with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And it's off from three-point range.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Out to the wing. Celtics passing it around. Here's Miller. It's vacuumed in by Salas. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here's Powell. And a miss there off the inbound. And so it's Boston going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are busy.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Pass to White. There's the drive. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, for obvious reasons, this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in White running the pick and roll.
Now, Herter. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. From deep, Herter. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. And the layup falls. Tatum's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Hendricks, good.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. Filipowski. The Jazz again can't hit it.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Here's the screen. Utah with the rebound.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
In the corner, it's Kessler. From outside, off the mark. Boston leading by 13. Here's White. The kick out to Holiday. Outside, Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Filipowski.
Well, it's so impressive how Jason Tatum has just continued to strengthen his game. He's a star who isn't easily satisfied by his own play and always wants to do more.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Pass to Kessler. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Into the lane, Tatum.
Off the bounce, Tatum has so many different ways he can take you.
And here is Powell. Hasn't made one yet. It's good. Celtics leading by 15. Outside Tatum. Misses the layup. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I keep going to that until they stop him.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah, trailing by 17. Young left side takes the three. The shot by Sexton, no good. Here's White. He has 6. Launches a three. Knocks down the three ball. White's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Powell with it. He's picked up by White. And here we go. Now here's Tatum. 10 points for him. Pass to White.
Jazz foul. Powell. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Holiday. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Here's Bridges. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Young outside. Pass to Kessler. That's a 2 from Powell. And once again, off the mark by Utah.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just, excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Pass to Sexton. Shot clock at 5.
2 minutes.
Offensive struggles continue, missing again. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And here's Westbrook. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Out to Miller. Just 4 to shoot. They set the pick. Lets it fly from 18. And there are the Celtics with another basket. So it's the Jazz now. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Hart drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Now Young. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. It's deflected.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And, well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Sexton with it. He's got 5. Trying to end the drought. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. .24 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Westbrook. Tries again. And it's Utah with the rebound. And here's Young. Sexton on the wing. And he tries in. And Sexton slams it in. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Here's Holiday. Outside Tatum. Top of the key. Jump shot is good that time. Tatum's got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Celtics.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
Young with no one around. No good on the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Tatum. Pass to Bridges. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Here's Holiday. No good with the layup. Now, here is Young. Sexton with it. Defended by Bridges. Sexton attacking. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, I don't know what happened during halftime, but he just hasn't had his focus since the break. Too many careless turnovers.
Now Holiday, 9 points in the game so far. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
The shot by Sexton, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Sexton with it. He's picked up by White. Hendricks, good.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. Six on the shot clock. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Here's Bridges. Back to Holiday. From downtown. Good on the three-point shot. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look, Holiday makes more than enough of those to keep the defense honest.
Pass to Williams. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Outside, White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's 13 points for Derek White.
Dare I say, he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Here's Sexton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on White. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Holiday looking over the floor. Outside, Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. And it's Utah with the rebound.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
The kick out to Williams. From past the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. And the Celtics with possession here. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Second chance shot. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside. Able to practically play on top of the D.
Williams with the ball. The basket good off the assist from Young. Williams has got his first bucket of the night.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Pass to Bridges. The kick out to Holiday. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field. And it's the Jazz's ball. Sexton with it. He's got 11. Sinks the three-pointer. Hendricks has got 6 in the quarter.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Holiday with it. And Dermenenko picks him up defensively. Here's Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Sexton grabs the board. Young left side. Pass to Dermenenko. They set the pick. Here's Hendricks. And Boston with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in. 13 points for Porzingis.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Back to Sexton. A 3-ball. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10. And here's White. He's got 13. Pass to Holiday.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Dermenenko with the rebound. And so Young will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And there's 1:45 left to play in the third. To the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one
Yeah,
up.
the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Shot, high post. The rebound by the Jazz.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
13 fouls.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
And he gets it to go.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Dillingham. The Jazz with another miss. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Hart. The kick out to Westbrook. Pass to Miller. Here's Keita. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? From deep, Herter. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Boston going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. The scoring. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Boston. Now here's Westbrook. Right wing. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now Dillingham. And he uses the glass on the way.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. And misses it off the right side of the rim. It's Powell with the drive. It's a great finish. Oh, my.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Filipowski. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Filipowski's got himself on the board with 3 there. Outside Westbrook. Fires it up. Gets a very good look and converts. From deep, Herter. Rebound, Boston. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
Outside Westbrook. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. And it's Utah's ball. Dillingham with it. Westbrook picks him up. Pass to Dillingham. 5 to shoot. It's picked off. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Count it. Hart's got 4 points in the quarter.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Young. Kessler in the post. Young right side. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Left side Westbrook. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do we fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Young from outside. Hands it from downtown.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Pass to Hart. Now here is Miller. The kick out to Westbrook. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Utah with the ball. And Sexton has it in the corner. The shot off that time. Good D by Miller. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Here's Dillingham. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
And he banks in the layup.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Young with the ball. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Substitution for Utah. Kessler. Hendricks.
And Utah has possession. Outside, Sexton. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Hart. Here's Boston now. And the layup's good off the glass. Hart's got 6 in the quarter. Right side, Sexton. Leaps for it. And is out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Celtics substitution. Number 13, Monty Morris.
Pass to Miller. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Sexton. And a missed layup.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Young. And the shot falls short this time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Hart. The kick out to Westbrook. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Morris outside. Here's Queta. Out to Morris. Pass to Queta. Over Hendricks. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jason Tatum.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
And here's Westbrook. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
Boy. Crazy man on deck. Crazy man team. Signal. To be frank, I've paid my dues. All I want is to win, win. Make nobody see me finish. Out there with my day one. Diving into different locations. Don't worry about my occupation. Cause boys say I need no application.